Welcome to Dino Park. How you doing? We have no hair length restrictions here. Back to the hell known as Dino Crisis 3. Can't wait. Christ ass. I'm very happy with my my new haircut. Quite pleased. Work is That's all I have to say about it. What's that? How so? Well, so work has sort of calmed down, but the things that have been crazy are still happening, so I'm sort of, I guess, in the eye of the storm. That's about right. Hey, Mr. Man, I see you over there, standing, wagging, looking at me. I'm looking at you. There's a little man over there. He's standing and looking and wagging. A while entire man. Uh, I have to keep an eye on him because it's been about a month since he's had his last seizure, so that'll probably be happening again. So what happened?
What happened there?
Nothing. I just don't have the Xbox on yet.
Oh. Well, remember how I was like, hey, I got this year's anniversary. Figure it out. I found a really cool place. There you go.
It burned down.
No. But I was like, oh, I should probably do that.
It's like
And
a bird fucked a hamster.
They have no availability for anniversary.
That's okay.
I looked around and I was like, maybe like for his birthday, I could do it instead.
What about near?
They have the day before mine.
No, but what about near our anniversary? No.
The one that they do, it's like very, very expensive. Like, it's already expensive. So this would be like really, really expensive. Because they have like different tiers. And yeah,
It's okay.
so like
We can do something else.
it was really nice. I wanted to go.
Maybe next year.
Cat, don't be a dick. Why did you open that box?
Masi, thank you for the biddies. I did not. It came that way. Pico has done this on his own because he's an asshole. Thank you. Wow.
You need to make little hooks for your controllers. Oh, that hurt. I caught one. Like, hurt.
I'm sorry.
You want me to turn on the next one?
No. I'll do it. Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, yours looks a lot different now.
Yeah. So what's up, chat? Yes?
Did you see the rose in Chew's bed?
Yes. Yeah, I watched him put it there.
Where it's like tucked in,
Yeah.
like he's doing his own decor.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ramen that tastes weird, huh? Well, I don't really have much else to talk about. As far as work goes, I'm just trying to survive. But let's get back to the thing. We wanted to continue doing the cooking stream thing, but we don't really have a great way of doing that in this place. I actually have what could be a cute little kitchen, but I don't have a not cute large money to do anything about it because it sucks shit. Thank you. I am a wordsmith. Tano says thank you for the biddies. It's perfect timing, yeah. It's the exact same song. So the kitchen here has this like giant, completely steel sink cabinet monstrosity from like the 50s or 60s or something. It's one huge, horrible thing. It's wider than my arms can show on this webcam. So it's a dual sink, and the cabinets and everything are all just a part of it. It's not like how we do it now, where we have cabinets and then the sink is like an installation in the cabinets, and the cabinets are made out of actual fucking wood. It's something from like the Jetsons. Yeah, I guess like a 50s. Yeah. It's ancient. I'm sure somebody would like want it. What's the issue with it? It's just old and dirty and inconvenient. When you open any of it, like it's like, you know. I think it's probably like corroding or something or other. The water is dirty. Oh, it needs a lot more than cleaned. It needs torn out and tossed. That is such a weird sentence. Those kitchens are extremely good for preparing uncooked food. I don't understand. I don't follow. There's nothing else to it that makes it a kitchen, basically, other than the connections. Also, the cabinets on the wall are also metal. For some reason, they're horrible. I hate the whole thing. Anyway, it was in an unusable state when we moved in here. Flynn, thank you for 72 months. Okay, well, these ones aren't great. I want to have that whole mess ripped out, and I think what both Nakomi and I thought would be cool would be like a cute little stream kitchen. Like, very cute. We're talking little baby slim appliances, like those Japanese refrigerators and ovens and stuff. And, you know, just not for, like, general use, but just for, like, doing small things on stream or whatever. Yeah, it would be cool, but unfortunately, it also would be money, and that's the holdup, so. I don't know if I want to get a Smeg appliance. What are we talking about here? DK, I don't understand your words. Fridge? That's just a fridge? Oh, yeah. They should change their name. Woof. But yeah, to get rid of the fucking thing would take a lot more than me. We need men. Like power lifters to swing by and lift that over their heads. Toss it out in the street. Men. Yeah. Justin could carry it probably with one hand. I'm farming, bro. I forget how to play. Alright, this stuff. We gotta, yeah. I'm eliminating. This is the elimination station, baby. I came here to make bucks. Every time I start with this, I need to, like, remember how the heck the controls even work. Because they're nuts. Need bucks. I gotta jump. Probably. Yep, I was right. I'm outsmarted the camera. I win this time. Ew. That's the first time I've seen that happen, and I'm sorry to have seen it. Is that it here then? I know, yeah. Well, you gotta spend your juggernauts. You gotta use juggernauts, and that's the key, you know. Like, that's what's really got us off and running with this game now. Yeah, I don't. So many games use like heavy motion blur, and I always turn that shit off. I wish I could turn it off in this. Fuck me, dude. I couldn't walk around the corner because of the fucking camera. I'm trying to get this hallway to spawn shit again so we can farm shit again. Hey, Lindley, thank you for the but yeah, I want to try to increase as much stock as we can and load up on health and stuff like that for our big Dino fight, you know, and maybe get a laser. I'm dedicated to this experience, to this game. I've dedicated my life to this game. Unfortunately, they might have done this in such a way that respawns don't reset until you visit the restore, which would prevent you from being able to like build up big bonuses. Oh, nope, never mind. Hell yeah. They shouldn't be allowed to jump. Ooh, I'm gonna die. I'm good. Nope, wrong button. Time for the correct button. I panicked fired everything I had. Woo. Woo. Well, yeah, but you don't want to do it until it's near full, because if it's, I think if it's less than 50%, you don't get anything for that. It clears your bar, but you get fuck nothing. Fuck nothing? You get fuck nothing. Nobody wants fuck nothing. Die, 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 die. Oh. There's another... What were they called? Like... Regis and Kathy Lee? I don't remember what they call the Raptors. It's fucking bizarre. I know that much. Sure wish the camera could just point down there. That'd be so cool, you know? Oh. It's like a jump scare every fucking time. It's worse when I know they're coming. When I know there's one down the hallway on its way to get me. But I can't see it. I'm just sort of like counting in my head. But it's a jump scare nevertheless. Every fucking time. Yeah, they respawn slowly, it seems. Which means that probably wouldn't end up working too well, sadly. But this hallway is doing okay. Looks like maybe 4 or 5 visits total will get you a full bar. It's not awful. Hey, look, they respawned again already. Maybe it's just this door right here. This door is the key. Ow. Okay. Well, I need that to not happen. That would be good. Okay, I also need... I need the juggernauts to do their jobs. Oh god! Okay, well this will cost time. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay, I gotta make sure that doesn't happen again. It's a simple hallway. I shouldn't die. Yeah, I don't know if the emergency thing will go off. I don't know, Maori. That feels like one of your trap questions. Where you're trying to illustrate my stupidity somehow or other. As in, like, clearly Evil Within is better than this, and yet you let that game go. You didn't play that one through. And therefore, you're dumb. I don't know. Something about Evil Within is like... I think it's even more off-putting to me, but it's definitely off-putting in a similar way. Where... I mean, this is Dino Crisis in name only, right? Unfortunately. And... But it's so far from a Dino Crisis and such a weirdo that I think that's enticing to me to, like, try and see it through. If that makes any sort of sense. Where Evil Within, like... I feel like Evil Within fails in what it sets out to do or what it was supposed to be or whatever. Like, it's like... I don't know. Expectations were just different, I guess. I definitely found Evil Within pretty boring in its story and stuff. And the thing that drew me into Evil Within originally was the visuals. Like, oh, for me, they really sold me on it. Like, yeah. Oh, come on. That is such a load of shit. It had really good monster design, and I thought that they would, I don't know, you hope that they're used well, right? But I didn't feel like they were. I felt like it was kind of wasted because it just didn't have the right vibes. It didn't sell the story right somehow or other. Somehow Resident Evil manages usually to pull that off, even being most of the time a goofy clusterfuck, right? I don't know how. I think definitely Resident Evil has many times teetered over the edge into being like a slog that's not worth your time. But like, Resident Evil Remake is an amazing game that nails the tone and the presentation and everything just almost perfectly. Resident Evil 2 is also one that's like, it's not goofy in the way that a lot of later Resident Evil gets goofy. It certainly has some goofiness. But Evil Within, I don't know, just it felt boring mostly, and tone felt off. Yeah, Evil Within also didn't really have a sense of humor. It didn't get goofy in the ways that Resident Evil tends to get goofy. I don't know if sense of humor is the right way to put that. I don't think they were doing that intentionally. I think they were trying to make like actual kind of semi-serious action most of the time, and just what made it goofy and funny was how they were missing the mark. But you know, it's one of those things that's just hard to like really express when you're talking about like vibes and tone, and it's those nuances that are just really difficult to put a solid finger on, right? Why do two similar things, one of them works and the other one doesn't? Do they have a newer game than Evil Within 2? Did I even play Evil Within 2, or did I just completely skip on that? Can't remember. I feel like I remember something like maybe trying to give it a chance. Maybe I didn't though. I simply don't know. Did I? Is that the one that like broke me? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, rip. A Bethesda game that was shadow dropped? Oh, I saw. I've been seeing this screenshot going around for Hi-Fi Rush of the fact that apparently it has 9 Inch Nails in the soundtrack, which is definitely weird. It's the first time anybody's had 9 Inch Nails in a game soundtrack since Quake that I can recall. I don't remember any others. I love how the fucking damn rafters deflate and turn to like a piece of paper. Getting that bonus bar up, baby. I'll have to take a look at it. I'll have to take a look at it. I wish I was better expressing some of these things about like stuff like Evil Within and what puts me off about it. But I definitely feel like essentially saying that it's its nearness while being a miss that I think makes it worse than something just being like hilariously far off, I guess. Like it's simultaneously like right and wrong. It's like it walks the walk but doesn't talk the talk or something, you know? Like it looks like it would have good atmosphere, but it doesn't really. It looks like it would have build a tension and a horror, but it doesn't really. I don't know, just every aspect of that I can think of when I think of that game, I just sort of feel disappointed. The monsters look like they would be scary and interesting, but they're not really. Yeah, like when something is just outright awful, it can at least be funny, or basically you just don't care about it anymore because it's so bad that you know you're not invested. But there's like there's probably a curve for this that describes this, right? Where it's basically it's kind of like Uncanny Valley. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh fuck. It's kind of like an uncanny valley of quality, where below a certain point it doesn't really matter, but as you get closer and closer to actually being good, it almost becomes worse in an unexpected way. Still another Regis down there. Always the Regis, never the Kathy Lee. Sorry, I don't know what I'm... Why am I referring to some fucking defunct daytime television thing? Alright. I mean, we could probably turn it at this point. I'm gonna need to go back and start getting health kits. And I'd also like to bank this cash. I actually got a lot of... Whoops. I got a lot of buck just from... God damn this fucking screen. Just from killing them. I got over 100,000 now. And that's without bonus. So, this is going to be pretty good, I feel. Mediocre is less interesting than bad, yeah. I'm inclined to agree. No. Not survival horror. It was, panic horror. A whole new genre. Remember? Oh, baby, we got that book. We got that book. Yeah, I think that they felt like, well, we coined this survival horror genre thing, and it took the world by storm. Let's just make another one. Let's just keep putting words in front of horror and see how many times we can do this. It turned out they could do it once. One time. Just once. Okay, what's going to help us? We could increase the stock of our eliminate gauge again. Or did I not save? I felt like I did that here. No, this is different because I can actually do 2 gauge increase limits. Or two gauge increases. So I suppose you can just keep taking this until you get tired of increasing your buck. Huh. No guns for sale. Oh, I should restock my Juggernaut. In fact, I should probably be upping my total possible stock of Juggernaut additionally. Right? Yeah. Another 20. Fuck it. Oh, I can't afford to go. Damn. Okay. Oh, cool. It kept it full. That's nice. This hallway is going to save the game for us, basically. I don't mean literally because I'm standing in a safe spot. I mean like, this is going to improve my experience so much that I'm almost going to be okay with everything. See, yeah, Kojima's kind of doing the same thing, trying to be all... It's a new type of thing. It's a Strand game. Like, buddy. No. No, it isn't. It's not. Like, just... What in the world is he talking about? I enjoy the output. But he's always been a fucking doofus. Like, I don't even really remember, because it's been a while now since we did Death Stranding, but like, was he just memeing, Or was he referring to something? Because all it is just, it's a game that has some online, like, passive multiplayer, basically. Which is not new. That's, like, not unheard of. It's been done before. I don't know, I can't think of a game that's done it exactly like Death Stranding, but it's not like he invented something. Yeah, the social stuff, I guess, yeah. There's just a lot of other things that have done similar things, just not the exact, like, stuff that Death Stranding does, but whatever. I think I'm gonna... I can't do that now because I spent too much cash. I stocked up on health, I stocked up on Juggernauts, I increased my Juggernaut stock. I guess we can just save and then keep increasing gauges and stuff, because that's gonna help us the most. Yeah, I seem to remember the cooperating thing. But again, that also exists. What's unique is his presentation of that concept. It's one of those things where it's already something that mostly exists and just sort of taken for granted. And that nobody really themed around in that way. But I loved Death Stranding, oddly enough. It definitely was a slog at certain points. Like, it gets very chore heavy, which, you know, that's sort of the status quo, particularly for quote-unquote open world games of recent times, but overall, I actually loved that game. Well, so there obviously isn't as much depth. I don't know if I would compare FromSoft's games and what Kojima did here. I mean, what FromSoft has is similarly like a robust social system in their games. And I'm not saying it's not a big deal. In fact, their games feel like weirdly lonely without it. Like when the Demon's Souls servers went down and there was no messages, just the like built-in messages and stuff, it feels like you're standing in an empty gymnasium sometimes. It's liminal, actually. It feels liminal. But what Death Stranding does is very different than that. They're similar but different in a way that I feel makes them not really comparable. They're both very interesting. Because what's the extent in a Souls game, right, or a FromSoft game? There's the leaving of messages all over the world, which is very cool, and the poses and stuff like that, and then there's like literal multiplayer. And I think that's about the extent of it. I don't know, were there any, did they ever do any other, like, did players online contribute to some overall thing, like a world tendency or something like that together? Oh, right, yeah, Ghosts as well, Ghosts. I forgot about Ghosts. The Death Stranding approach is pretty different because it never feels real time, but it does feel collective. On the other hand, I have to say there is definitely something collective feeling about what FromSoft does, but again, it's like in a different way. It's like you get this sense of solidarity. I talked about this when I was playing Elden Ring, where it's encouraging and like kind of heartwarming to stumble upon people's messages, and you know they're going through the same stuff that you did, and or experiencing the same things that you did, and whatever. And it would be absolutely far lesser without that in it. You know, like that's a very enjoyable part of those experiences, and I loved that in Elden Ring. I mean, I loved Elden Ring, obviously, but we all know this. So I played it for 2 solid months without doing anything else. Barely even breathing. Yeah, Death Stranding had a similar-ish sort of feeling of solidarity in that weird system where like the world was like growing, and that was a pretty unique feeling. I feel to like Death Stranding. The way that it did kind of feel like you were working together with other people to build out the necessary stuff. And then the social system felt like it was a full-blown, you know, social media network in a way, because there was the collecting of all those likes, and there was a lot of interaction on everything from unseen, you know, participants. And I was the road guy. I was Mr. Road. And Mr. What were those? What were the fucking things? The tower things. I don't even remember what those did. Were those zip lines? I think they were zip lines. I was trying to build my like insane zip line network across the whole that one whole region. I think didn't I hit like a limit of? I think I hit a limit of how many there could even be before it started just deleting them or something. Just disappointing. Kojima. How dare you, Kojima? Yeah, there were structure limits. The jump button is opposite the gun button, so you have to be like constantly ready to switch your thumb completely over to the other side of the fucking grapefruit-sized small Xbox controller, the one that supposedly was designed for human hands. I don't know how they came up with their first controller. It doesn't make any fucking sense. What were they... Like, who did they use for the hand archetype for humanity? Like, they call up Shaq. Like, hey, Shaq, in here, we need somebody to help us design a video game controller that was definitely not designed by aliens. We need people to believe that humans made this, and you are the average human. Meanwhile, Shaq could take someone's whole skull in one hand and lift them off the ground. Or Andre, yeah. Andre the Giant. I don't know how big his hands were, but they had to be huge. Well, I really liked how... Here's the thing. What turned people off about Death Stranding, probably most of all and most obviously, is that its focus is on mundane tasks, which is extremely common in games, honestly. But not the focus, usually. Right? Sometimes that's the theme. Like there's those job simulator games. But I have to say that one of the things that I really enjoy about the way Kojima approaches things, and any games that do this in a similar way, Metal Gear also scratched this itch for me, is this meticulous attention to detail in taking the main topic or whatever very seriously and going very layered with it. It's not just a joke. It goes all the way down. You know what I mean? It's it really takes that concept all the way. Like the whole thing of having, like, you're not just a guy who delivers boxes, right? You're a guy who delivers, 4 boxes. You're a guy who has special equipment, a special suit that he wears, and equipment that straps onto his legs and arms so that he can carry 10 boxes. You're a guy that has, like, a smart suit, like, mech enhancement suite thing so that you can carry 20 boxes, 30 boxes. And where do you carry them? In fucking, like, snowdrifts over mountains and through rivers. And also, you have special vehicles that have special mounts for, you know what I mean? It goes on and on and on. It's not just like, it doesn't just take a dumb concept and then not commit to it. It goes all the way. It's like, yes, this really is your job, and you have job, related specific equipment and and enhancements, and you can really, explore that concept. I think there's a lot of games, or even other media, movies, books, whatever, that they have perfectly cool concepts, but they fail to really get in there and take a good bite out of it. They just sort of, like, I don't know, they just fail to really dig deep into what fundamentally was actually a good idea. But like, it's like they themselves didn't even take their own idea seriously somehow or something. Like, they got to a certain point and then decided, yeah, actually this is stupid, but we're gonna put it out anyway. Like, nah, just fucking live that shit, live that life, go for it, fuck it. I want to be a guy that carries 50 boxes up the side of a mountain in an avalanche while I'm trying to balance. I have to press left and right buttons to balance my legs or whatever the fuck stupid shit. I mean, we got Quap, for fuck's sake, and Bennett Foddy's guy in a cauldron with a hammer. Just take the concept seriously the whole way. Take it deep. Go far. Go all the way. A lot of my favorite weird stuff is just shit that just commits to going all the way. Did I do it? Wow, I'm getting fast at this hallway. And I've got a full bonus bar, baby. Look at that full bar throbbing with credits. I'm sorry I said this. I regretted it immediately. I don't think they're going to give me a laser. From everything that you guys found, it sounds like it's just not going to happen until we get to a certain point in the game. Yeah, but I think the game gatekeeps it or whatever, doesn't it? I thought you had found, or somebody had found, that it wasn't until you get to a certain location as well, but maybe I misinterpreted. The boxes represent carrying grief. With Kojima, who knows? When he gets poetic, it's anybody's fucking guess, right? Let's buy recovery kits because we need those first and foremost. Oh yeah, I didn't use any of those. Let's restock our juggernauts. Juggernaut. Jeez, did I really use half? Well, I made a lot more than that, so it's fine. We're profiting. We're gonna do this again because this is getting us paid. Oh, are we at the top of the eliminate bar? This hasn't happened before. Interesting. Oh, fuck. Shit. Huh. Okay. Well, we're stocked up on everything. I want to increase the Juggernaut stock, because that's going to be the thing that helps us the most with the dude. Also, if the store adds something to the shop, or if the game adds something to the shop, it should give us a notice when we come in here saying, like, new item in shop. So we'll know if it decides to do that. It was Neo Seeker users spouting off with the mouth. Got it. Yeah? That's what Nee was saying. I want to believe that you're reacting to what Nee said, but in the weirdest, best way. As though I can't see what Nee is saying. You're like, oh, I think I just realized. You can get it now. And that's what made you realize it. It's like, I realized it too. For the same reason. God, imagine if you had to do it this way. I'm so glad this game has auto-aim. Because it's not good enough for anything different. I am the hallway king. I feel like we're approaching a way for there to be at least some measure of enjoyment, which is I'm farming, dude. That's all I can say is, like, we got to farm ahead of time to get stock up and stuff to make the rest of the game easier. Oh, I have to find ammo for it first? Yeah, farming was like part of the experience back in the day with the RPGs. Good lord, especially Final Fantasy VII. Games like that. I remember watching my roommate just fucking farming in Final Fantasy VII. Oh, those can jump up and get me way up in the fucking air too now? The fact that my guy wouldn't turn around when I was pushing the stick in the opposite direction, just kept firing, I knew there was a Regis. I knew it. Are you kidding? Oh my god. How did you play Final Fantasy VII? I guess it depends very much on what you wanted to do. I suppose you could possibly level up enough through regular play to just kind of go on straight through to the end of the game. I don't really remember. But I do know that if you wanted to do everything that Final Fantasy VII offered, you 100% had to goddamn grind. Mal, that is the most... It's like the ultimate grind RPG. Like... Yeah, the chocobos, the hidden bosses, but to do the fucking, like, I forget what they're called now, the weapons, you had to like do the fucking Pokemon thing with your materia, like breeding them or whatever, until you got like enough for all your party members. And there were some I think you could only get through those methods, and like Final Fantasy VII was insane with that shit. Oh, empty hallway. No way to tell because the camera doesn't show you. Gimmick fights than grind fights. Alright, Mal over here, just like the king of Final Fantasy VII, I guess. Didn't have to use like 15 back-to-back Knights of the Round on the Emerald weapon like everyone else on Earth. I feel like I'm right unless we allow pedantry. The game clearly has deep grinding for certain things. The only thing you can say to that is, well, yeah, only if you want to see all the content. Did I kill all the raptors already? I'm always scared. That's my secret. I haven't. There's definitely one more. The camera will never tell us, but... Okay, now there isn't. I killed it. At some point I killed it. No way to know. Now, what do you think of that gift sub? Also, Shade the Snake. I don't recall if I thanked you for 71 months, but thank you for 71 months. I don't know. For me, it's about vibes. I just have to be in the right vibe. Like, Chrono Trigger's a longish RPG, but when we did it, I sat down and we just fucking did it, and I was excited to do it the whole way through. So I don't know. Like, that's a game that I easily could have been like, this is too much work, and then just stop, right? But I didn't. So I don't know. It's just very much... Games for me are about vibes, I guess, a lot of the time. It has to click for me. Or I have to be determined to defeat it, like this one. I feel like I'm like in training now. I'm like learning how to like the way the game works or something. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm not going to get over, like the camera being fucking awful or whatever, but I understand now how the game wants you to play, and by just giving into that, even though I disagree with it, I feel like it's going to go better for us. Like, I'm still mad that it doesn't play like a Dino Crisis, but basically you just stay in the air as much as you can and fucking spam shit. That's what you gotta do. You gotta fire those Norts, get your Norts out there. You gotta shoot the Noid, get your pizza, hit him with some Norts. That's what you gotta do. Is it obtainable, Tenosis, before we fight Adamantis or whatever the fuck his name is? If so, then sure, tell me, and we'll get that checked off the list. Anything that makes this game easier to get through is gonna be great. I'm doing this for y'all, all right? So nobody else has to do that. Don't yell. Okay, front deck, port side. Where the fuck's that? Port side. It's gonna be 1 million miles away, isn't it? All right, and I can't just. I have to randomly tick through. Oh, it's well, we thought it was alphabetical order, but this is in there, buddy. I came from there. How did I miss it? Was it inside those boxes in there? Did I not break all the boxes? This is a bad game. What a bad game. I guess that's... I mean, it's not necessarily bad. I guess they just purposely hit it so it would be like, if you find it, it's like an early... You found the laser early, go you. And I bet you the ammo just becomes more common. Wait a minute. Ammo? Well, no, I guess there has been ammo for, like, the juggernauts and stuff. But the other guns, there hasn't been shotgun ammo lying around for me to find. Oh no, I refuse to die with a bar this full, baby. No, sir. We are cashing out today. We are not going home empty-handed. Give me that big bonus! Give me that big bonus! I'm gonna be a big bonus, baby. Calm down now. Calm down. It's complicated, is all it is. Not every game design is perfect. Many miss the mark. There's definitely a lot of stuff that is much worse now because of that. But I think there were plenty of past games that got it right with the unlockables and or finding things or whatever. It's just that, like, some games get it very wrong, like this one does. I mean, this is clearly a game, just by looking at it, you can tell it didn't get the care that it needed. You know, enough to get the game out into stores, but not enough to ensure that it was actually a good game. You know, it feels like it lacks any passion, right? Ooh, I knew there was a fucking one of them. I knew it. I mean, passion's not the only factor. It takes the company also needing to be like, yeah, here's the money. Make this thing right. Take the time to do it right. But it's also like, I don't think there was passion either. I think it was just like, let's just get this thing out the door. You know, I never did feel that strongly about TF2, really. I don't know why. I've enjoyed playing it from time to time, but I never got, like, deep into it. I played a fuck ton of TFC, but TF2 not that much. Don't know why. Now we got that big buck. Now I'm gonna big fuck those dinosaurs. What was I gonna buy with my big buck? Oh yeah, so we're done with the eliminate gauge. Cannot increase any more of this item. We were gonna max out our juggernauts, right? And I think this would probably be the end of the juggernauts. Nope. Ooh, we could though. We could go farther. We could go farther. father. Oh, I should have. Fuck. I should have bought them ahead of time so it would take the, you know, the count up. Like, if I don't do that now, it's literally going to cost me money to increase it further. Damn it. Oh well. That was expensive to not catch that. Locally dokily. Alright. We are max juggernaut. I'm sorry for what I've said. Did I use both of my bigs? No, I only used one of my bigs. Okay. Now we're below the threshold for everything else. For now. But now I think we go get that laser ammo. I'm just gonna be Norton all over the place, dude. Protect your computer with Norts today. This is how you do it. Hooray for this hallway and save point, right? God damn. This is absolutely going to rescue this experience for us in such a huge way. Like, this went from probably not playable, probably gonna have to put it back in its box and never touch it again, to, okay, we're gonna actually do this. Okay. Do need to figure out the path to the ammo though for here. So the door I'm standing next to, and then an immediate left, it looks like. Why can't I move the map more than this? This is so terrible. No, wait, is that a dead-end room? Oh, no, I guess that's connected. I'm so confused. It's alright. It's where it's, sorry, wrong button. It's all the way back where we fucking started, dude. This room right here. This one. This room. Front deck, port side. Yeah. It's not that far, to be honest. It's just a few hallways away. Because we are in the blue room here. So we go down this hallway, down the next hallway, down another hallway, down another hallway, and then we're there. It's just, I'm gonna have to keep pulling out the map to to keep checking where the fuck I am. So we go through here. Man, I also, oh, it's the emergency room. Well, I guess we'll get our answer then, right? The lasers are here. This is our dedicated emergency room. In Team Fortress Classic, I used to love to play Spy. Oh, man. Oh, in Team Fortress Classic, you could feign death. that was one of my favorite things about being a spy in Team Fortress Classic, was to just fucking be a dead body and see how long you could get by. I was fucking prop hunting before prop hunt was a thing, dude. It was just so much fucking fun to just lay on the ground and wait, knowing people had no fucking clue. Some people had a clue. People who were playing way too much like I was were pretty quick to spot a feigned death. But you could just lay there for a long time and then pop up and backstab somebody. I got pretty fucking good at TF Fortress. TFC, Team Fortress Classic. It definitely got to a point, like Team Fortress Classic had the grenade situation. My dude would not peel himself off the wall, and I don't know why. Whoop. It kind of became deathmatch because you would choose like the fastest characters and you'd be fucking throwing grenades and shit and, you know, running around with a shotgun. Yeah, love doing the mind games against people who are on your level. Alright, you fucks. Give me my goddamn ammo. They better be here. There's nothing fucking here, dude. Oh, wait. Bunch of boxes the camera never let me see before. Yay! Alright. Let's go, baby. Nah, we would have known if I already had it. Bonus points. New shop item available. Let's take a look. Laser. Now, I think we probably just have the laser. Right? I don't think you have to actually buy the gun. Just as soon as you find ammo for it, it just unlocks the gun. Yeah. That's a Star Wars quote, isn't it? Something like that. No, wait, never mind. That sounded so familiar to me. Gun. Laser gun. Do you change equip it? I never read this before. Do you change equip it? Oh god, the railgun duels. Remember when we do what's that fucking map? God, when we were streaming Quake for a lot. There's that one space map that was just really fucking long, and we would just end up like, we would do team deathmatch, and then I was just fucking, oh, Instagib, fuck. No, not Longest Yard. It's one with all the portals, just a fuck ton of portals. So like, there was the multiple levels that stepped down. It was a capture the flag map. And I was just like racking up kills. It was just a point and click game. Holy shit! You kidding? It's huge. It's a huge laser. All right. Okay. Now we're talking. Life finds a way. Gotta get some juggernauts. Huge laser. Oh, and laser's cheap as well. What? What the fuck? It's not even expensive. Shit. Hell yeah. Let's go, dude. Fuck yeah. Oh boy, we're gonna beat the game. Yeah, I could probably do a Kamehameha. Kamehameha. Everything's okay. I'm alright. Everything's fine. CTF face. A great map I've spent much time on. Erase this dinosaur, please. You were supposed to be the chosen one. Isn't another dangle dino gonna spawn in? Yep. Ooh. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking. Bring on the dangle dinosaurs. I will say every time this game reminds me that Other M exists, I frown internally. I did like one thing from that game, and it was the, what's his name? Is it Fanto? Hell yeah. The Vault King. Fantoon. The Fantoon fight, yeah. That was kind of cool. It wasn't really great or anything. It wasn't like a very technical fight, but the presentation and stuff. I believe I even remember saying when we were doing it that I felt like this was oh wow. Okay. The most like Metroid feeling part of the game or something like that. I don't quite remember. Oh fuck, I almost forgot. We gotta use our special skills. Yeah, I guess there's just never gonna be an emergency again. It's a one-time thing, baby. Yeah, because Adam's dead. Yeah. I think a little bit more farming. I know that it's been all of the stream at this point, but I think we're just gonna have a good time if we keep it up. We get good and stocked up. We got the laser now, which feels awesome. Look at it. Look at it laze. It really lazes. That was a charge shot. Oops. Uh-oh. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get the fuck up. Oh, wow. Okay. That's what that does. See, now I can just make a mess out of dinosaurs with this shit. Right? These are one shot now. Which is very good, because that's one ammo every time I shoot the fucking laser. just lasers so good. Probably we fill up the bonus bar one more time, and then we'll go fight Adamantium. Hey, C. It is slow to fire, which is kind of a downer. You can't fire it all the time like you can the regular gun. Auto aim, please. Aim? Please aim? Can you aim? Please aim! What the fuck? I'm very much relying on you, auto aim. There's no other way to shoot. Right? It was hitting right next to them and not hurting them at all. Somehow. This makes this much faster, right? Oh. Do you have extended portions with Claire? I like how Chris has become Chris Cornell. Like, you have to connect multiple dots to get there. Hey, you can stand on dinosaurs, it turns out. We're gonna have so much buck. I appreciate this hallway so much. Absolutely redeeming the game here with this one hallway. I even knew it was there, but like, I didn't know it was gonna jump out at me like that. Almost full. One more. Probably. Huh? I was doing a voice that you hate? Wait, what's happening? Oh, not me. Okay. Because I was thinking back, and it was only my voice, so that was, you know, pretty damning, to be honest. We have done it. If I was just doing a voice all the time. Anyway, here's some Dino Crisis. Look at that buck, baby.
It's a dinosaur. Holy fucking shit.
Tones says thank you for the big, huge biddies. Very much appreciated. I do have Parasite Eve. I've been itching to check it out. I've never played it, not a once. Oh my gosh. This is expensive. It's not that bad, but damn. I'm making sure to fill up before I increase any stocks. Actually, we're maxed out on Juggernaut, so we're fine there, but fuck it. So we should probably increase laser stock. Oh, I can't. I don't know why it's out of that. I guess I should definitely do life. But yeah, I can't increase any further stocks. I still don't know what the rules are for that. Like if it's shop based, like each shop has its own thing, do I have to go to every save point, or is it progress based? I simply don't know. A Parasite Eve Resident Evil 3 session? Oh, just because I meant to do Resident Evil 3 and didn't get around to it on PS1. I really want to like kind of immerse in the PS1 for a little while, because there's a number of games that I've wanted to get to, and I want to switch to playing on an original PS1 instead of on the PS2. Not that it'll be appreciably different, but I think I'm gonna take the little CRT off of the Mark 1 tower, or Mark 2, whatever, I don't remember. Retro Tower Mark 2 1, or Retro Tower 1 Mark 2. Whatever. I'm gonna take the little CRT off of there and put the PS1 there. So it'll actually have a full complement of 12 consoles instead of 11, which is bananas. Bananas. Yeah, I guess it'll load slower, won't it? You do get some small benefits from the PS2. But it'll load realistically. It'll have authenticity. So I guess I've done all I can do here, huh? I can't buy any more stock or status, and I think I'm basically maxed out on items. I could buy lifelines. Maybe that's worthwhile. I don't know. Make sure I'm maxed out on all my ammo, I guess. I don't know what they mean with like the 200 times whatever, because that's not my stock limit. Oh, it's 200 bucks times. That's okay. I'm stupid. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Yeah. And I only have the one stock for limit breaker, unfortunately. Guess I'll buy a couple of these since we're gonna be doing a boss fight. And that's it. Done all we can do. Yeah, we gotta fight Australia now. As sometimes you must. Sometimes you have to fight Australia. Man, I don't think I have the GameCube ones of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. And I really want those just because. You know? It's so cool that they did that Resident Evil run for Nintendo on the GameCube. And what did Capcom get? I guess Capcom got to make some Zelda games, right? They made Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons. Was that all they got? Was that the trade? Sounds like Capcom was doing all the work. I can't remember what else there was that came out of that. Might have been it. Are regular consumer grade CRT desktop monitors desirable? Yeah, I actually just don't have any anymore. It depends very much on like what they are. Is this my save? Did I just make the save? Oh yeah, it says save successful. All right, cool. I don't know if you were asking like, are they desirable to me or are they desirable to the world? I would think that they would be in the general case. But, I don't know. Like, just generally, yeah. Maybe. I think there's still a pretty big appetite out there. I just don't know if you would get... You're not necessarily gonna get... They were load-bearing monitors. I don't know if you're gonna like fetch a price, much of a price necessarily. The stuff that's pricey is generally the Holy Grails. I'm gonna be sad for a while that I got rid of that one Trinitron beige PC monitor that I had because it was just so nice. It was so good. Doom looked fucking fantastic on that, and I just feel like I threw away a diamond. I mean, I didn't throw it away. I let somebody have it, but just ugh. I say to you. I say you, ugh. Alright, we saved, we're stocked. We're gonna fight Australia. And win. I hope you're right, Nee. To be honest, I feel like... I don't know. I mean, I've been saying this. I really like my job. It does sometimes feel like I'm never going to have free time ever again. But it's not as bad as all that. We are in a very much a transition period right now is the problem. That's the issue. Is this the way? I think this is the way. No, I mean this is the wait. I'm in the emergency room, and now Regises are spawning in here. I'm going the wrong way. I think it is this room, but the other end of this room. Nope. Where the fuck am I? No, yeah. It's the big white door over there, isn't it? Yep. I walked right by it. So we gotta go back up through this shit where the airlock was. This door? No, that's the save. Come on, brain. Let's go, brain. This door, right here. Power station. The fact of the matter is, y'all know how I feel about shit. But, like, when it comes to working and the state of the world and yada da 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 da. But practicality is, I have no other means of survival, you know? Like, God, the fucking camera. Why? I don't remember the camera doing this last time. Fuck me. Choosing to get back into the workforce was definitely the smartest thing I did a few years ago. Because without it, like, we would be in such bad shape. We would have been in bad shape for quite some time, you know? And it's been massively beneficial. So, despite the fact that, yeah, in my personal feelings, I think it fucking sucks that we all have to basically work until we're dead and we don't really get to enjoy life. I don't have anything better to do. Like, I can't not do it because we won't survive, you know? Just content creation. It just moves is all. It's not really on decline. It's that it just changed. What we knew declined, right? Like, YouTube is different in 2023 from 2013, right? It's been a long fucking time. That's why. God, I wish I could lock onto this stupid dinosaur instead of having the camera go wherever the fuck it wants. Alright, let's just do the limit break immediately and start doing lasers and juggernauts. Yeah, like, shit has moved to TikTok. Streaming was, you know, streaming hasn't really changed a whole lot so far, I don't feel. But then I'm kind of like Mr. Stable just because of how I do things as well, you know. The whole stream-a-day thing is a factor. Like, I'm very consistent, therefore I kind of stay consistent. My viewership stays consistent, etc. Kamehameha, bitch. That didn't really seem like it did enough. He's broken. This rocks. This fucking rocks. Is this real? I'll take it. Whoa, it has like a stun? You can stun it? This makes such a huge difference. Good lord. I way over prepared, huh? Oh, finally hit me. Let's play it safe. He's almost dead, but well, now what? You know what? Fuck it. You live dangerously. Watch me die now. Yeah, the laser was hidden behind a box. We have done it. It's suspicious that the body hasn't deflated and turned into a piece of paper like it's supposed to, right? It's weird that I can like... Oh, I guess I'm not inside of it. What the... The hitbox on this is so weird. It like sucks you through to the other side. Is it a... What the fuck? It's like... It's kind of like a pyramid-shaped hitbox or something. Whatever. We did it. We've done it. I don't know, Dav. I could probably stream elsewhere. I think they still don't want you to simultaneously stream in multiple places. But I think you can stream on YouTube as long as you're not streaming on Twitch and vice versa or whatever. I love how the giant dinosaur only counts as one kill. Yeah, Twitch just doesn't really do discoverability. Thing is, I'm just not... I don't know. I'm not like looking to blow up my channel, really. Kind of like the small community that's into what we're doing, and that's fine for me. And look, the fact of the matter is, I don't know. It's tough to make... I would have to be a much bigger content creator to approach my level of pay at my job. My previous job, which paid significantly less, still paid more than being a content creator. You know, it's basically minimum wage is the level that I'm at. So, you know, unfortunately, there's a giant gulf. It's honestly, it's funny enough, it kind of seems like content creation sort of self-configured itself. I mean, it's a capitalistic system, so I guess it makes sense, but it's arranged itself in the shape of capitalism, where, you know, the 0.1% or whatever make just straight stupid amounts of money, and then it drops off massively from there. You know, there's a huge gap of inequality between. Yeah. Well, I'm describing Twitch. I think TikTok, and I don't know how it's going with YouTube Shorts. I think it's a little better than that. But those systems aren't necessarily good either, because they do that thing where, you know, what YouTube had in terms of paying creators was like a percentage of money brought in. But what TikTok did was a set pool that all creators split that doesn't change. And that's bad. That means no matter how good TikTok does, there isn't any more money available for creators. It's permanent. And I think that YouTube is doing or wants to do a similar system with YouTube Shorts or something like that. So the drop off for those is going to be even harder. Like so much harder. The drop off for YouTube was mainly to do with advertisers, and then the whole demonetization thing really killed YouTube, like old YouTube style making money as a content creator. So really, the only thing that truly works well for content creators is probably Patreon, because Patreon is not taking huge cuts. You know, the vast majority of what you take on something like a Patreon goes to the creator, and then the rest is like fees and taxes and whatever. I mean, Patreon takes a cut, but it's stupidly small compared to every other platform you could think of, you know. So it definitely seems like the better way to go for most creators is to just have a Patreon or whatever. Yeah. But that's hard too, because you really have to have a pretty sizable audience to live off of. You know, like you have to convince enough people that you're worth it to like Ahoy does a video. He might be one of the slowest producing content creators that I follow, but I support him because he's not asking for much, and every time he does put out a video, I voraciously consume it. If you follow Ahoy, you know that Ahoy is worse than H-Bomb. Ahoy is I think Ahoy has exceeded a year multiple times. Like, that's how it's getting. H-Bomb puts out a lot of content on his Patreon. Like, he just put out a video a week or two ago, and they're fine. Like, it's not his full-blown produced videos, but they're really good. They're fun if you just enjoy listening to him talk about stuff, and I do. CGP Grey releases fairly regularly, like every few months, I would say. Has it gotten bad? I'm trying to think of the most recent one. All I can think of is hexagons or bestagons. He went like 8 months. Yeah. I mean, it just, without like a big production team, that's just what it takes. You know, like if you're gonna do quality videos just about by yourself, and I know CGP Grey has like, I think he has like an animator, and I think he has researchers and an editor maybe, or editors, but like still it's not like a huge team. It's not like some big channel that's like, you know, cranking out lots of work on lots of stuff or something. So, oh yeah, every CGP Grey video is fucking bomb. Even the death one. the fucking CGP Grey's epic or whatever. Tom Scott is on another level. Look, you can't compare Tom Scott to anybody. I don't know how he does what he does, but it's nuts. Alright, I think we get to finally move on with our lives now. Did I save? No, it's Tom Scott. Don't you do this, C. Don't you do this. Probably, but let's be sure. I don't want to have to do that battle again. I think I did. I don't know. I'm saving again. The thing is I probably could have done better with content creation if I didn't have my mental issues. That's the main thing that really did it. That killed it. I know, but it disappoints me. I understand that, like, what I was trying to overcome by myself, I was not going to overcome. And, you know, I understand that now or whatever, but, like, I'm still disappointed that it went that way. I still have regrets. I just couldn't... I couldn't deal with that much exposure to people. Because, like, no matter what you do, no matter what you make, no matter who you are, there are going to be people that will just treat you like shit. And you have to be able to accept that or not and make a decision. If you can't, then there's really nothing you can do about it. You just have to not do it. Hell yeah. That felt far too fast. That felt way too fast and forceful. Yay. Formation change complete. I really like the look of that interface. That's such a cool interface compared to the other one that we saw. Of the rainbow look. Remember when raptors spawned in here? And I peed my pants? I don't know why, though, I don't have the same problem with streaming. I have had it, I guess, now and again. It's not like people haven't come by just to say shit words. That has happened. And I've definitely had nights where I basically just quit because I couldn't... I got into, like, the negativity loop where I just feel bad and everything I think just makes me feel worse and I can't get out of it. Other than to just fucking call it and go away, you know. What is this fucking place? But for the most part, it's been fine compared to, like, YouTube, where all communication in YouTube is comments and threads. Comments and threads. And people just really got in my head with that shit. It's also, it's different when you're doing well. That's harder in some ways because you have so much more attention on you, and therefore the negativity is so much louder as well. Oh, we need the next level. We need the next level of wasp. He's gonna blow up. I now have to make sure that I kill every box I see because it might be hiding the most important upgrade in the game. You never know. I'm lost. Is that where I came in? I suppose it kind of has. But it's not exactly a safe space. I mean, people can definitely come in and be shitheads. There's nothing really stopping that from happening. But yeah, I guess maybe the routine of it and whatever has sort of acts like its own shield in a way. Okay, I thought we were gonna get a magical hidden upgrade. Wait a minute. Didn't I go? Where am I? This place is so fucking confusing. I am on the other side. So basically all the doors downstairs are locked, I guess? No, wait, am I on the other side? Is that the door I came in from, or what? This room is so confusing. I feel like this is the door I came in from, right? Yeah, it is. What the fuck? How did I get turned around that hard? What the hell? Oh, I guess I really did go around the block last time and then got confused because when I had completed the loop, it looked the same. Doesn't help that the camera angles just fucking randomly change. Main bridge elevator apparently requires 2 control panels to be activated for sufficient power. Apparently? Alright. Yeah, I made it over here, and then I was like, this is the same room, and then just left. The panels must be up here, I guess, right? Oh, we're doing this, aren't we? Oh no! Everything's fine. Wait, what is this? Okay, it's fine as well. Ow. Well, that's just sneaky. Oh, I guess I have to go and do it on the other side too. Annoying. Is this a different one? What is this? It's a trick. Oh, I can just fucking go down, so I shall. What's this ghost one? Do you see this? What the fuck? Invisidinosaurs now? Of all the things. You gotta be joking. One more. It should still be up. We're still preserving VODs. Unless they got missed. I'm not paying anybody because I'm a bad person, so... Ha! Oh god, get up, please. You joking? What's this? Aw, I don't have the stock. Power control panel for main bridge elevator. Activate? Yeah, sure. Is this real? Yeah. Got crushed by the doors, maybe, sort of, kind of seemed that way, and that would be cool. Oh, there's more doors now because of that? Oh, I bet you if you do this side first, it's easier. Because the power isn't fully on. But that's not what I did. They do have smart things in this that are not bad. They're just few and far between. Oh, man. Oh! Three in the last fucking area, of course. Are they all dead? They're all dead. That wasn't that long ago, Sitho. Wasn't that just... That VOD shouldn't be lost. Unless I didn't stream it or something. Was it that long ago? Australia. R&D code D0110A. Codename Australia. DNA Prime Tyrannosaurus. Purpose: to verify space survival capabilities. Description: a failed attempt to create a creature capable of surviving in the vacuum of space. Failure to develop a suitable skin resulted in it exposed musculature. However, its self-healing properties and ferocious disposition make it a formidable foe to any that cross its path. Equipped with an electricity-generating organ, the creature releases shock blasts. All right then. All right then. They did provide a faster way of buying stock. Just got to go from the second position, not the last position. What? Oh, really? I guess I can't read. I thought I would have enough to get both that and the other. Well, it's fine. Oh yeah, gotta save as well. Got to save. Oh. Well, these aren't going to give me enough. Auto aim? Ugh. Ugh. The camera is doing this on its own. Door locked due to current formation change structure. God, this seems like a bad, annoying way to have a ship be. Right? Oh shit.
Good work back there. Looks like you're both safe.
Yeah, and I found something interesting. Take a look at this.
Hell yeah, I want this cool future disc. They went back to using discs in the future so they could bring Cortana back to life.
I am Satoko Evans, the captain of the Ozymandias. 194 days after leaving Earth, the Ozymandias was exposed to harmful cosmic rays. One after another, the passengers began dying in rapid succession, and before long, it was clear that there would be no survivors. In light of such a disaster, I saw only one possible course of action. I commanded Mother to recreate an immigrant colony using samples of our DNA and cell samples aboard the ship.
From Other
It was
M?
the only way to fulfill our dream of settling on Alpha 2. Mother is a superior machine. She possesses the ability to learn. I have
Prime?
faith that she will be able to revive the colony.
I don't remember Samus speaking in Prime.
So they were trying to create human beings.
That's ridiculous. Mother could never accomplish such a feat.
Well, never say never.
So you're saying that
Caesar
human
just
beings
trolling me again.
created courtesy of Mother are roaming around on this ship?
More importantly, those prehistoric lizards. How did they get on this ship in the first place?
Look, there's someone on board.
We will stay here to fully grasp the situation. Patrick, I'm leaving the investigation bit to you. Now go.
Okay then. Mission file updated. Proceed to storage node 1 to investigate the lifeform readings. Which one? Where? Storage form 1? Terminal for operating the ship's formation change system. This system sucks, I have to say. Activate the terminal after installing the control grips. It's the system that goes down every time you touch it. Oh, I like this little galaxy hologram thing. What the fuck? Can't get in it. Oh wow, I have no life. I mean in the game. Yeah, none of us have a life in the game. Oh. Captain's log, entry 194. While monitoring the course of a massive comet, the Science Division reported that the Ozymandias was exposed to unidentified cosmic rays. Further analysis reveals that the emissions are extremely harmful to human life. Additional reports indicate that exposure was intense for the portside facilities. Precautionary measures were immediately taken to minimize the exposure, but I fear we're too late. Captain's log, entry 195. We've learned that the Ozymandias' defense system has failed to protect us against the cosmic rays detected yesterday. A majority of personnel stationed in the portside facilities have reported in sick, while several have quarantined for research and observation. At this point, I've made no official announcement. I can only hope that we can come up with a cure. Captain's log, entry 196. It turns out that the gene preservation fields used in the materials depository are somewhat effective in shutting out the cosmic rays. Unfortunately, their range is limited and incapable of fully protecting this ship. With 40% of my crew now deceased, I'm afraid there's little hope of our survival. Captain's log, entry 197. I've officially announced the hopelessness of our situation to the remaining crew. Few were surprised by the announcement. I take pride in the fact that nobody panicked. However, that's probably due to their weakened state. I believe that whatever hopes we had for mankind's first attempt at colonization has turned to despair. Captain's log, entry 198. I can't let it end like this. To salvage something from this disaster, I've ordered MTHR to use our DNA data and the cell samples of the various organisms stocked in the ship's holds. From these materials, MTHR will attempt to generate a new race of humans that can survive the rigors of space colonization. Given MTHR's vast store of knowledge, I guess I should just start calling that Mother. I believe she just might fulfill our dream of establishing a colony on Alpha 2. Captain's log entry 199. This will probably be my last log entry. The crew and I have completed recording our DNA data and have stored our cell samples under the gene preservation fields to ensure their safety. Now it's all up to Mother. As for us, all we can do is pray. Okay, now what now? Excuse me, pardon me, what now? They were working on the dinosaurs before this, right? The dinosaurs are like a separate problem, right? Because if Mother accidentally created these, then who was writing up the, like, description logs of, like, trying to make a dinosaur without skin that can live in space and not have to breathe? Like, who's doing that stuff? Hell yeah, this sounds great. Oh, also... yeah, pretty much. Oops, I meant to save. Oh, probably should call it here instead of trying to embark on anything else, because we're getting close to time. But I feel like it's going much, much better. I'm actually, you know, since the game is not beating my ass and I'm not afraid of ever seeing a dinosaur now, I feel like we're going to have an okay time. Clearly, based off of what you guys read about easy mode, I feel like there probably isn't a ton of difference between easy, normal, and hard. Just like how much shit they let you have how early in the game, right? Like easy starts you with everything, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely plays way better. I don't know. That was definitely my mistake in trying to not use up my stock of the wasp weapons. Good night, Em. Like, I was really resisting that kind of pointlessly because the ammo for it isn't that expensive, so... And I would have been defeating more dinosaurs if I was using it, and then I would have had more money, and I would have been able to get more upgrades. So, yeah, I was just... In the end, that's really just my own fault. It is a perfect breeding ground for wasps. I mean, I'm gonna hang and chat for a few before I go, if you feel like it, if you want to chat. I do like talking about this stupid game. Well, Dino Crisis 1 was much more Resident Evil-ish with that, where it had more controlled access to supplies and things. But, you know, even Dino Crisis 1 veered off of Resident Evil a bit. Because you could, like, craft items if you had the right stuff. And, did they still have that in Dino Crisis 2? I'm not remembering now. I think they did. This doesn't have that system at all. That system is just gone. Oh, Dino Crisis 2 didn't have it? And Dino Crisis 2 was also a lot more flush with... Like, this is similar to Dino Crisis 2 in how it works, right? In fact, I think it might be very much just the same system. But Dino Crisis 2 was still good. I still enjoyed it. And this just feels like it's, I don't know. It feels like a cheap imitation, or it doesn't really feel like an advancement from Dino Crisis 2. It does, yeah. Everything theme-wise about it is completely different, you know? It doesn't have any of the same characters. The story doesn't seem like it's connected to the previous one. But I would guess that because they called it Dino Crisis 3, it must connect at some point. And I'm excited to see how they tried to fucking do that. Because that's got to be a convoluted fuck. How do they get from the time travel ending thing that we had in Dino Crisis 2 to this, right? I mean, because they incorporated time travel, I can guess that this has something to do with that. Like maybe what's his fuck, the blonde guy? Does he die? Is that ever made clear? I don't think he dies in the first one. No, the villain man. Was it his name wasn't Dylan, was it? Maybe it was. Dr. Kirk. Yeah, like maybe Dr. Kirk is somehow connected to this. Because they were certainly working on like Dino DNA stuff, which was what they were doing. No. Actually, that's not the source of the dinosaurs in Dino Crisis anyway. They came from a time oopsie. Basically, if you think about it, Dino Crisis 1 is Half-Life. But instead of a resonance cascade, it's a, I don't know, what's a time-based thing? A dissonance cascade? Like, basically, they fucked up with the time thing, and then, yeah, a temporal cascade. And then dinosaurs started time jumping into the present, basically. Same story. It's exactly the same. Yeah, bud. Yeah, bud. Hello. Hello. Ooh, wah, wah, wah. Ooh, wah, 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 wah. Hi. Hi, Mr. Man. Hi. Are you a hungry guy? You always are, aren't you? Always a hungry guy. Hey, special son. Oh, let me hold you. Let me hold you so I can look at you. Big yawn. Big yawn. What's up? You were barking at me. Is it dinner time? Is it dinner time, Mr. Guy? What? 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 You hungry? What's that cat doing? What's that cat doing? He's my bestest boy.
Who's my bestest boy?
He wanted to see what Pika was up to, I guess.
You're back already? What was he doing? What was he doing, my littlest guy?
You love how blank his expression always is? I love him so much. He's so good. He's the best. He's pretty expressive, honestly. His tail is always going. The best is when he gets to go outside. He gets so fucking excited when it's time to go outside. Freaking out. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? He cocked his head at me like, are you saying what I think you're saying? I'm lying. I'm sorry. But do you want to have dinner? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So what day is it? What day is it, Chew? Bark Day? It's Bork Day? Is it Bork Day? It's Thursday, right? So tomorrow we've got it's Thursday somehow. Yeah, I kind of feel like that. Tomorrow we've got 2 bananas, and we're going to be doing Apex. That'll be interesting. I haven't done that in a long time. So we'll probably return to this on Saturday, I'd guess. If nothing else is happening. More Dino Crisis 3. I'm feeling like it should be better from here because we should be able to stomp through and just progress instead of getting stuck every time we run into like a room of dinosaurs. They clearly designed it around playing the way that I'm playing now. You just have to accept it. You have to give in to what the game wants, and then you're fine. Like that emergency room that I was stuck in forever. I mean, obviously they didn't teach well about how the jetpack is supposed to work, but setting that aside, the 40 Raptors is not as bad if you have stock and you just wasp the shit out of them, basically. So, but now I think we've done enough farming to where we should be able to continue progressing pretty steadily, and I think that's going to make this experience more worthwhile. Because it was looking bad there. It was looking bad. But I have a feeling that this person or whatever that's on the ship is going to be the Regina, the not Regina character. Based off of what has already been said, I have a feeling that this is going to be a human that was created by Mother. And I'm guessing that the fucking weird connection is going to be something completely bizarre and convoluted, possibly trying to tie back to Regina somehow. Like maybe Regina went into the future or had a child. Like it's maybe like it's connected somehow that way. Like somehow her DNA is what Mother landed on and created. You know what I meant by that? I shouldn't even respond to these things. I don't know. It's not unheard of. I mean, the fact that it's completely different is enough for it to be an exclusive, and having tenuous connections to previous titles, I don't think is off the table just because of that. That might be why it's so, or related to why it's so disconnected. I mean, we know why, because they like had to shit a story together because some buildings got hurt. But, you know, I'm just curious. Whatever it is, I mean, it's not going to be disappointed at this point. I'll take whatever this fucking game slides across my desk. But, yeah, that's going to do it for tonight, my friends. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed. And I'm gonna get on out of here. Yes, sir. I did say those magic words, Mr. Man. I said those magic words that make your bowl suddenly have food in it somehow. Who knows how that happens? Adieu. Have a lovely evening. I'll see you tomorrow.